5 cheap fragrances that smell like expensive fragrances. This is going to be the summer edition. Of course, if you're looking to not break the bank, if you want to save a little bit of money in today's economy, definitely check out one of these 5 fragrances. I'm very eager to share this list with you very soon, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin today's episode and I tell you about these 5 cheap or inexpensive fragrances that smell like expensive fragrances, and these are interpretations of more popular designer or niche fragrances, and some of these fragrances that they are interpreting are like hundreds of dollars, so you are going to save a sizable amount of money. I want to start the video off first by saying that if you're a fan of fragrance related content, and of course if you love smelling your best, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. It would really mean a lot to me. So these are fragrances from the brand Dossier. For those of you who don't know, Dossier makes their version or their interpretation of more popular designer or niche fragrances, and they do a wonderful job, right? So they reverse engineer these fragrances using a process known as gas chromatography mass spectrometry. These sophisticated pieces of machinery tell them what ingredients should go into the perfume to recreate the aura of the original, and they do it to perfection. These smell very, very good, and they are so inexpensive, hassle-free, easy returns. Please check them out. I'm going to drop links down below. They're not affiliate links, and I'm not making commission off of you making purchases off of Dossier. I want to be transparent about that. The first one is Citrus Ginger. This is their version of Bleu de Chanel by Chanel. It smells like Bleu de Chanel. At the end of the day, you are going to be put in that same vibe, that same aura, that same space as Bleu de Chanel. Citrusy, ginger, a little bit of grapefruit, a little bit of incense as well. We all know that it's one of the best professional fragrances, and it's not just a summer fragrance. You can actually wear it all year round. For whatever reason, I find the Dossier to be more diffusive than Bleu de Chanel. We also have this one. It's called Floral Pear, and I think this one is English Pear and Freesia by Jo Malone. I did a review on this one, and I've tried the original by Jo Malone as well, and I can tell you it smells really elegant, very classy, very bright, fresh, and upbeat for the summer months. And this one, it has that sprightly pear introduction, and there's something sparkling about it. And it also reminds me of a brand new fragrance that came out from Jo Malone called Sparkling Joe, which is inspired by Josephine Baker. And that has a champagne, pear, fruity introduction, very similar to this. So if you want to wear this as an alternative to the Jo Malone, you can. If you want to wear this as an alternative to the Wilhelm Parfumerie fragrance, you can do that as well. But this is inspired by the Jo Malone, very bright and zesty. We also have this fragrance, Fruity Orange. This is Happy by Clinique, but this is a women's version. Of course, I think they have one for the men's version as well. And it's predominantly an orange fragrance. With the women's counterpart, it's a bit more on the floral side of things. And it does have orange, lily, green apple, and magnolia. So the lily and the magnolia are going to give it this clean floral tendency that I think is quite beautifully done. Now for the summer, we also have Jasmine Rouge by Tom Ford. Now, I think with the summertime, people have various different personalities. Some love their citrus fragrances, some love their aquatic fragrances, some love floral fragrances. So it really all depends on personal taste. And I love that there's that element of subjectivity to it. With Jasmine Rouge, it's this clean, really intoxicating, spellbinding jasmine perfume. And I know many people who are a huge fan of Jasmine Rouge by Tom Ford. Floral Jasmine by Dossier is going to give you that same vibe, and I'm guessing it's probably the vanilla, because I'm trying to figure out why is the liquid so dark. Might be a combination of the labdanum and the vanilla, but this one is very close to the original. I believe I've reviewed this one as well. Now, one of the elements that I love wearing in the summertime is tea. And I think tea has this element of tranquility about it. It's serene, it's calm, it's meditative, it's grounding, it's earthy, it is very zen. It puts you in this calming mindset. And I know Le Labo has a fragrance called Thé Noir 29, which is beautiful, but more recently they came out with Thé Matcha 26. If you want to get the original and you don't mind spending a few $100s, that's okay. It's very, very good. If you want the Dossier alternative, Citrus Matcha, this one, it's so good. It is so relaxing. You have that fulfilling zest, that citrus in the opening. The matcha tea is so grounding. So the full note breakdown: bitter orange, bergamot, matcha tea, fig, vetiver. It's a clean vetiver, by the way. Cedarwood and musks. This stuff is amazing. It smells so good, and it has that Le Labo DNA in it, which I really, really love. It's like whenever you walk into a boutique, sometimes you can close your eyes and you're like, oh, I'm in the Bond boutique, or I'm in the Le Labo boutique, or I'm in the, you know, Killian boutique or whatever. Like there's this smell in the air, and it's kind of when everything comes together. And sometimes there is this sort of a DNA that is being used among many of the fragrances. And it's just when you walk into the Le Labo boutique, there's that smell, and this fragrance possesses it. And I don't know why, it just made me really happy in that moment. Anyway, 5 cheap fragrances that smell expensive. Links to these products are going to be down below. They are not affiliate links. I am not making any commission. I just want to make it easy for you guys to check it out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope you took something of value from today's episode. If you did, please consider supporting the channel by hitting subscribe, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. It would really mean a lot to me. Thanks again for watching. I love you all. We'll see you tomorrow with a new episode. Bye.